walk in between? She coming nuts? Is the mic on? Probably. Nah, we were talking. But they thought you were going to do something? Hello. least when you're on stage, the sun's behind you, which is nice. Doesn't help you when you're in your seat, though.
May I have your attention, please? Good morning. My name is Rebecca Reynolds, and I am the class secretary. I would like to welcome each of you to the 2021 Central Crossing High School graduation ceremony. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and will the audience please rise for the presentation of the colors. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in the reciting of the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Senior Abraham Atari will now sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may now be seated. Good morning. My name is Lainey Alexander, and I'm the Vice President for the senior class. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to welcome our family, friends, and honored guests to the graduation ceremony of Central Crossing High School. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our distinguished guest. Please hold your applause until all guests are introduced. Mr. Stephen Fairs, Principal, Central Crossing High School. Dr. Bill Wise, Southwestern City School District Superintendent. Mr. Dave Stewart, Deputy Superintendent. Mrs. Kathy Johnson, President, Board of Education. Mr. Robert Ragland, Board Member, Board of Education. Mrs. Deb Carver, Assistant Principal, Central Crossing. Mr. John Marshall, Assistant Principal, Central Crossing. Mr. Dana Ortman, Assistant Principal, Central Crossing. Mrs. Heather Fairs, School Counselor, Central Crossing. Mrs. Rachel Rendell, School Counselor, Central Crossing. Mrs. Krista Russell, School Counselor, Central Crossing. Mrs. Amy Shue, School Counselor, Central Crossing. Our first speaker today is Aisha Milham, valedictorian for the class of 2021.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending Central Crossing's 2021 graduation ceremony. A big congratulations to all the students graduating and to the families in attendance. I'd like to thank the school staff for providing me support, my parents for standing by my side, and my siblings for teaching me from their mistakes. I'm the youngest of 3. You know what they say, third time's a charm. My parents continuously strive to provide my siblings and I the best environment to succeed. In an often quoted letter to shareholders, investor Warren Buffett once said that price is what you pay and value is what you get. My family paid the price of leaving behind home, loved ones, and everything they knew for a better life. In return, they received the value of safety, civil liberties, and opportunity. I was gifted endless possibilities for my future, only bound by the limits of my discipline and work ethic. I never thought I'd be here today addressing my class as valedictorian. There's nothing extraordinary about my abilities. I just knew I wanted to give all the effort I could to be the best version of myself. As a Palestinian American, growing up in the United States, my privilege was always clear to me. This allowed me to put my blessings into perspective. I saw my relatives back home indiscriminately and knew that I had to take full advantage of the freedom I had to dream as an American. I will always remember the children in Palestine and around the world, including our beloved nation, that do not get the opportunity to hope. Thinking that I could have been one of those children will forever drive me. Life is unpredictable and difficult, but hope is the essence of life. Do not let your setbacks, circumstances, abilities, or lack thereof define you. Who you are and the legacy you leave behind will be a product of your will to achieve. Thank you. Our next speaker is Jessica Huckleberry, Salutatorian for the class of 2021.
Good morning, everyone. They only gave me 2 minutes for this speech, so I'll keep it short and sweet. And you're probably not here to see me. First of all, congratulations to the class of 2021. I'd like to thank all of the parents and families, whether you are in person with us today or watching the live stream at home. Thank you for your continuous support of us throughout our lives. In my family in particular, I'd like to thank my mom, Penny, my dad, Bill, my brother, Max, and my boyfriend, Billy. I truly couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you to the teachers and staff at Central Crossing for encouraging us to be our best selves. And a quick thank you to my classmates, Austin, Brian, and Hans. I'd also like to thank all of my group project members throughout high school for teaching me how to be independent. I'd say that I couldn't have done it without you, but for most projects, I actually did end up doing it without you. Several weeks ago, I asked students what word they would use to describe this year. I got answers like chaotic, confusing, icky, boring, disappointing, and several other words that I cannot use in this speech. However, my favorite answer was complex, because this year was certainly very complex. Our class had to choose colleges without knowing what the world would look like when we actually stepped foot on campus. We took the ACT, and then learned that most schools would make it optional anyway. Students were shuffled back and forth between hybrid and in-person learning, and were left with no sense of stability in our lives. So, instead of offering some inspirational and frankly cliche platitude about how we rose up above it all and how the future looks so bright and how we all have so much potential, I will simply comfort you by saying, it's over. We did it. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Thank you. Our next speaker is Hannah Miller, president of the Central Crossing High School class of 2021.
Class of 2021. It is my honor to stand before you as we take a huge step forward in our lives. While this past year was not what we had hoped for, we conquered through this year with great strength. As we transform into the next chapter of our lives, we will continue to show our resilience and ability to adapt. Although this is not the graduation we expected when we first became Comets, it is a well-deserved honor to be the first graduating class on our home field. Many heartwarming experiences have come out of these hard times. We got to attend our senior prom, cheer on spring sports, and spend the last couple months of school completely in person. Frankly, each and every one of us have worked relentlessly these past 4 years to achieve this monumental moment. But we could not have done this alone. Thank you to our parents who continuously motivated us. Thank you to our counselors for always being there. And thank you to our teachers who were always ready to provide a helping hand. We sincerely could not have done this without any of you. Graduates, I hope you are excited to celebrate this amazing accomplishment. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, I would like to invite the choir members forward to sing our senior song, For Good, featuring soloist Joey Snyder and Sierra Wilson.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart.
And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship pulled from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled as it passes us on, like a straw, like a sea through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
I do believe I have been changed for the better.
And because I knew you,
Because I knew you,
because I knew you, I have been changed.
Would the audience please rise for the Central Crossing alma mater?
Blending hearts and blending voices, we came to share our time. Royal blue and silver shining, a comet lights the sky. We have learned and grown together as we've gained a sense of pride. We will always be loyal to Central Crossing High. As our vision leads us onward, we strive for unity. Excellence has been our motto, our triumph sets us free. We have learned and grown together as we've gained a sense of pride. We will always be loyal to Central Crossing High.
The audience may now be seated. At this time, please welcome Mr. Stephen Fairs, Principal of Central Crossing High School.
Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. Congratulations, Central Crossing Class of 2021. It has been my privilege to serve as your principal. To our parents and families, thank you for entrusting us with the education of your children. Thank you for your partnership, the importance of which has been made more evident than ever over the past 15 months. To our staff, thank you for your dedication and commitment to the Central Crossing and Class of 2021. A special thank you to our retirees, our own staff class of 2021, Mr. Dew, Ms. Galloway, Ms. McGraw, Mrs. Morrell, and Mrs. Worley. You will be Comets forever. And to the Central Crossing High School Class of 2021. Collectively, you have a long list of achievements to be proud of. OMEA superior ratings in band and choir, NJROTC drill and rifle awards, stellar theater performances, athletic victories and battles, and academic distinctions, such as numerous AP Scholar recipients, 1,810 college credits earned through College Credit Plus, and over $5 million in scholarship offers. All of this in spite of the obstacles placed before you. Merriam-Webster defines resilience as the ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Over the past 15 months, you have been presented not just with change, but constant change. Lockdown, quarantine, online learning, blended learning, all-in learning, practice and rehearsals, pods of no more than 10, and learning our football opponent the day before the game. And that just starts the list. Not only have you displayed the ability to adjust to these changes, but you have taught me and others how it can be done. In the fall, I asked our staff to share phrases they associated with the word resilience. Some examples they shared include flexibility, strength, confidence, persistence, thriving instead of surviving, the little engine that could, and hope. I know each and every one of our graduates has displayed these characteristics and more on a regular basis. Finally, graduates, today is about recognizing your accomplishments. However, this should not be the last of your recognition. Take what you have learned, your resilience, and apply it to your next journey. Enlistment in the military, a career in your chosen field, continuing your education in college, or more likely, some combination of these paths. Graduates, parents, families, and staff, thank you for what you have done, and thank you for what you will continue to do to grow and strengthen our Central Crossing community. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go Comets. Will the class of 2021 please stand? Members of the board, Dr. Wise, platform guests, parents, teachers, and friends, the members of the Central Crossing High School class of 2021 have met all requirements for graduation as prescribed by the State of Ohio Board of Education and the Southwestern City Schools Board of Education, and are therefore duly authorized to receive their diplomas. The first row may come forward as the rest are seated. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Rendell to join me at the podium to announce the names of our graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen of our audience, each and every one of our graduates is very special to us and to their families. We ask that you be considerate and refrain from excessive celebration so that all graduate names are heard as they are called to receive their diplomas. Rebecca Ann Reynolds. Abraham Hamisi Matari. Lainey Marie Alexander. Graduating, all A's, class valedictorian, Aisha Milham. Class Salutatorian, Jessica Huckleberry. Hannah Renee Morgan Miller. Sydney Nicole Mccullough. Makai Likens. Dakota Lynn Fansler. Riley Elizabeth Fleck. Taylor Dawn Hale. Austin Cody Lee. Natalie Josephine Leonard. Brandy Nicole Mace. Kennedy Michelle Sheets. Joseph Keith Snyder II. Jesse Alexander Stump. Cassandra Charmaine West. Sierra Dawn Wilson. Kevin Matthew Berry. Tana Kaylin Matthias. Hodan Muhammad Abdi. Zachariah A. Abdi. Sabantu Kamal Abdi Kadir. Abdurrahman Hassan Abdurrahman. Caroline Caitlin Achapong. Dylan Bradley Adams. Zachariah Abdi Aden. Adrian Aguilar Mora. Kimberly Marie Aguirre. Ahmed Ahmed. Mustafa Mohammed Ahmed. Amir Akrush. Haley Mercedes Alcantara. Bien Al-Hajj. Ashwaq Sharif Ali. Sabrin Ali. Hamad Nasser Al-Shakatra. James Allen Alt. Luis Enrique Alvarado. Graduating, all A's, Benton Kyle Amon. Angela Opiqua Ampasan. Damaya Nashe Anders. Jacob Colin Archer. Taylor Kelton Armstrong. Ismael Areola Gonzalez. Justine Marie Asquith. Sean Michael Asquith. William Allen Atkins. Antoine Marquise Ayers. Courtney Joe Backstetter. Reagan Jolie Bandy. Laymara Saratia Barker. Andrew Lane Basham. Jennifer K. Basil. Alimetu Bayo. Amani Jordan Bayo. Ethan Alexander Bell. Cherno Manju Bedete. Joseph Michael Berry. John Preston Beverly Jr. Alyssa Rose Bishop. Anthony Edward Blakesley. James David Bowles Jr. Elijah Bosworth. Victoria Boshevitz. Michael Bradshaw. Casey Michelle Brooks. Cody Michael Brooks. Chloe Morgan Brown. Frederick Thomas Burchett. Jeremy David Burns. Jordan Matthew Burns. Sarah May Campbell. Andreas Felipe Campbell Montero. Valeria Campbell Montero. Gianna Marie Cannell. Eve Elizabeth Carr. Jonathan Isaiah Carroll. Paige Marie Carson. Vladimir Castillo Hernandez. Logan Isaac Chan. Precious Eve Chan. Dalton Ramon Chapman. Jasmine Yolanda Chavez. Cameron Michael Clark. Haley Marie Clifford. Jacob Andrew Clifton. Colin Cochran. Daniel Claire Collins III. Caitlin Hope Collins. Natalie Christine Collins. Naya Ellison Collins. Logan Lewis Comer. Autumn Danielle Connor. Shannon Michaela Cooper. Madison Daynira Copus. Vanessa Cortez Garcia. Cameron Madison Couch. Jonathan Lee Crumrine. Austin Jeffrey Curry. Yahya Aiden Dahir Ali. Tanaya Lachelle Delkior. Kennedy Damian Garcia. Ryan Patrick Davis. Addison Grace Dean. Hayden Thomas Dean. Kira Marie Dearman. Elijah Nathaniel Doring. Juan Daniel Diaz. Yamila Alali Diaz Bustamante. Brian Viet Doan. Barcio Daru. Brianna Nicole Dolch. Ashley Christina Dominguez Ibarra. Jaden Michael Douglas. Ethan Taylor Downs. Emma Grace Drake. Dana Alexis Drummond. Hayden Everett Dagar Smith. Landon Chandler Dagar Smith. Emily Nicole Dunn. Jacob Alexander Edwards. James O'Shea Egler Roberson. Joseph Christopher Eigenger. Ali Khalid El Barati. Raven Diane Irwin. Ashley Nicole Villena Espana. Olivia Lynn Everett. Deco Abdurrahman Farah. Alexander Jordan Farmer. Jordan Renee Farrell. Catherine Emelina Figueroa. Audrey Elaine Flannery. Graduating all A's, Hans Guillermo Flores. Lydia Rose Fraley. Sayan Jerison Fraley. Madison Lee France. Cameron Amanda Frank. Peyton Faith Frost. Hannah Lynn Grace Frump. Brett Lewis Fullen. Abel Garanche. Leslie Annabelle Garcia. Maximiliano Ulysses Garcia. Diana Paola Garcia Gasquez. Israel Garduno. Marquise Angela Principal Gay. Martine Sorel Principal Gay. Amelia Marie Geisler. Landon David Gilchrist. Brianna Renee Given. Kyron Malik Glaze. Ariana Caprice Goddard. Tegan K. Goldsworthy. Alvy Jordan Green. Nor. Please remember that today's ceremony is meant to honor and recognize the students on stage. Today is certainly a celebration, but we also ask that audience participation is limited and appropriate until the commencement ceremony has completed. Noor Hadi.
You already know. Say that.
Shania Martinet Hall. Brooklyn Alexis Harlan. Connor Motega Thomas Harris. Khalid Ibrahim Hassan. Riley Michael Haycook. Zara Marie Haycook. Rachel Nicole Henry. Charity Faith Heron. Nevaeh Noel Heron. Connor Justin Hewlett. Christian Andreas Hidalgo. Latariana Monet Higgins. Michaela Antoinette Hitchcock. Leanne Marie Hope. Dylan Michael Hook. Graduating, all A's, Colton Scout Hosfeld. Cheyenne Dawn Howard. Kelsey Michelle Howland. Keith Allen Hume, Jr. Thung Hung. Rama Hamed Hussein. Muad Ibrahim. Lauren Elizabeth Emler. Aisha Ahmed Jalani. Farhia Omar Jalani. Angela Joyce Jennings. Jason Neil Jenny. James Christopher German. Destiny Faith Johnson. Zoe Claire Johnson. Graduating, all A's and perfect attendance, Joshua Johnston. Paige Madison Jones. Grace Ella Jordan. Victor Hugo Juarez Jr. Mudathir Kadir. Isabella Angelina Keene. Ashton Allen Keg McGillis. Moriana Shantae Kelly. Olivia Sydney Kendall. Haley Marie Ireland Kennedy. Paris Madison Page Kibbe. Gwyneth Peyton Kimmel. Wyatt Kistler. Graduating, all A's, Riley Daniel Knudsen. Rahinatu Queta. Charles Camden Mitchell Culp. Amanda Danielle Comfer. Haley Donnelly Comfer. Jillian Cecilia Comfer. Melody Kung. Jainari Lanier. Jayana Monet Lard. Osiris Elizabeth Leva Vasquez. Calvin Lim. Allison Michelle Livingston. Mariana Raquel Lopez Herrera. Noah Shane Lucas. Emily Ann Lytle. Haley Marie Mayer. Emma Nicole Makowski. Elena Haley Mann. Alasia Hayden Mann. Robert Vincent Mansell. Hannah Irene Martin. Carlos Enrique Martinez Antonio. Matthew Nelson Matheny. Jonathan Ray Mathers. Ferris Sophian Matus. Tyler Marshall MacArthur. McKenna Noel McCormack. Riley Joseph McKinney. Erica Elaine Meeks. Irina Emily Melishuk. Marcela Alejandra Mendoza Gomez. Omar Majangos. Alexandra Janine Miller. Jadalyn Noel Miller. Nikki T. Miller. Maya May Minturn. Hayden Michael Mitchell. Asma Abdullah Haji Mahamud. Brian Kenley Montiel. Caden James Moore. Hannah Elizabeth Morbitzer. Alexander Moreno Martinez. Alea Danae Mosley. Tristan Reese Mount. Haley Catherine Mullins. Vernon Kaisan Murphy. Brody Nicholas Musto. Yahir Nazario Reyes. Alexander Jordan Neal. Tristan Paul Needham. John David Wayne Neal. Justin Tai Wen. Nakim Justin Limchi. Oh, my apologies. Nakim Jesse Limchi. Kadra Abdi Noor. Isabella Natalie O'Neill. Mackenzie Nicole Oliver. Sharon Nicole Orozco Ocio. Felicia Amarie Ortega. Mariela Ortega. Danielle Ortiz. Fumiola Iobami Osini. Mackenzie Rose Parsons. Jacob Gregory Payne. Delcy Janelle Pena Lopez. Jorge Elias Perdomo. Natalia Sofia Perez Carrasquillo. Luis Miguel Perez Cortez. Alexis Sierra Perkins. Delaney Rose Pfeiffer. Jackson Dale Phillips. Madison Michelle Phillips. Julianne Femavong. Aiden Kane Phipps. Samantha Jo Phipps. Roxana Lynn Pimienta. Miles Emmett Pengree. Skylar Austin Pinkerman. George William Porterfield. Kylie Jo Marie Potts. Abdullahai Corrine. Samuel Alexander Quintero Hernandez. Jonathan Jr. Kuros. Zied Rajib. Juan Brian Ramirez Martinez. Joshua Michael Ratcliffe. Megan Louise Reedy. Carolina Regalado Perea. Noah Ray Rich. Addison Louise Rideout. Zoe Anastasia Reamer. Diana Marie Reeser. Rudy Lee Reisinger III. Camila Nicole Riviera Mateo. Rayla Nicole Robles. Lisbeth Rodriguez Ramirez. Lillian Nicole Rohrig. Eric Rojo. Caleb Matthew Ross. Brianna Raucho. Darian Saygraves. Victoria K. Same. Faith Marie Sampson. Cameo Ruth Sappington. Gunnar Campbell Schmidt. Alexander Joseph Schreiner. James Joseph Schwinney III. Alina Semchishin. Bogdan Semchishin. Sarah Ann Shirak. Graduating, all A's, Isabella Petronova Shishlo. Jadalyn Yangwei Shootman. Gianna Elizabeth Shootman. Gabriel Dean Sly. Alec Ryan Simtenko. Abigail Jo Smith. Mason Earl Smith. Maverick John Parlett Smith. Emily Renee Smits. Pilar Lee Soriano. Genesis Brianne Spada. Emily Danielle Spencer. Justin Thomas Spencer. Hamza Ibrahim Suleiman. Chloe Lynn Swain. Matthew Allen Taylor. Tyler Jeffrey Terrell. Billy Joe Thompson Jr. Hayden Michael Thompson. Nicholas Robert Tiegler. Melanie Torres Gutierrez. Jalen Danae Turner. Napriya Noel Turner. Eric Philip Vanatter. Isaac Robert Vargas Rojas. Jordan Hope Vassbinder. Mallory Ann Vincent. Graduating all A's, Adam Waddell. Hayden Tyler Walker. Jaden Grace Walker. Grace Elizabeth Watkins. Kaylee Ann Watkins. Gavin Christopher Weeks. Cade Garrett Weinman. Donald Scott West Jr. Dariana Nicole White. Ellen Grace Williams. Michael Scott Wilson II. Tara K. Louise Wilson. Michaela Angel Wiseman. Ashley Sky Woods. Brandon Charles Woods. John Arthur Warden Jr. Logan Jacob Worthington. Emily Elizabeth Wright. Kaya Nicole Wright. Dylan Ray Yeck. Jeremy Michael Yont. Bilal Abdikadir Youssef. Alicia Zaman. Let's give a round of applause for the Central Crossing High School class of 2021. I would now like to introduce Sydney McCullough, treasurer for the senior class.
Make sure to wait until everybody's seated over there. Okay.
Do I read? Do we have almost? Do we have almost concluded? Yeah,
just read all the words in yellow.
I read. Okay. I can start? Okay. We have almost concluded our graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. In just a moment, seniors will be turning their tassels and exiting to receive their diplomas. Audience, please remain seated until all graduates have exited. Will the class of 2021 please rise? Is everyone rising? Seniors, you may now join me in the traditional turning of the tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Ms. Crisafulli and Mr. Chrisman, please start the recessional. Do I walk up this way?
You go ahead and go down so you can walk out with your class. Good job. Oh.